6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here come the Browns on offense with Baker Mayfield, the former #1 overall pick at quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Mayfield. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. Able to power through. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that, given the yard up to the 49. You look at this Niner defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield now from the 50. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, and 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
So here are the Niners now to get their first drive.
They're brought out by a veteran who's been around a long time and done it at a high level for a long time. A starter for parts of a dozen years in the league. Andy Dalton.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
A solid stiff arm. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
1st and 10 for Dalton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the handoff, running left, Singletary. Able to fight through one tackle. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Dalton.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Godwin, the motion man. From the gun, it's Stevenson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. They run once more with Stevenson.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Open man is Uzomah. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
Singletary is in. Touchdown 49ers.
You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cleveland offense making their way out.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now a 2nd and 10.
This is Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You look at this Niner defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let him dink and dunk all day long.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
McLeod to return it.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
This 2nd and 4.
As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, here's Penny. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And Dalton to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. That's caught by Myers. Touchdown 49ers. Jacoby Myers, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns.
And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you that much time in the pocket, he can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
Oh, some strong running.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering,
Touchdown, Browns! Josh Downs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
Here comes Grant on the return. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Hines. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Singletary again. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Dalton. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that will be incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Running left is Stevenson.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Here's McLeod on the return. Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Returnable for Grant. And the Browns getting set to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Mayfield to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
And now at this point in the 1st half, You've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And now to common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin out in Houston, and it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. Tony Pollard with a touchdown run. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Bijan Robinson, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And that one all tied.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, first and 10. Throwing, Dalton. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's second and 3. Dalton sets up play action. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. So Dalton now. And this is going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up the screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Sheen.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Singletary trying the left side. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Dalton now to pass. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
To throw here, Dalton. Over the middle, complete. It's Myers. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Penny is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Touchdown! Ray McLeod, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Niners take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
86 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
This now a 3rd and 4.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 26-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Play fake. Here's Dalton.
Finding Pickens for another catch.
Touchdown 49ers. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game.
And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Browns 10.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
1st down, Mayfield.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Draw play. This is Hines. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
On first and 10, Mayfield. It gets it right back to Mayer. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Mayfield on play action. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They run with Hines, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first rushing touchdown on the year, and the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the 49er first down.
They go right back to Singletary. He'll get this to about the 38. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Niners on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And this offense on third down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 40-yard line.
Got a man, it's Mayer. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Mayfield to throw.
At the Niners' 33-yard line.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Here's Baker.
At the 23-yard line.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Mayfield. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So on everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So the victory here for San Francisco. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used